Let's talk about disclosure. You hear a lot of stuff about disclosure. We just had a new movie that was released called The Age of Disclosure, which has already happened. We're desperate for disclosure. We all want disclosure to be something that is going to be released, and we want Raytheon and all these big companies who've been sitting on this tech since, I don't know for how long. And we want them all to come forward and say, yes, it's true. We've all been sitting on UFOs. But the thing is that it's already happened, hasn't it? I mean, during the last little while here, they've come out with an admittance saying that, oh, yeah, we've got footage of, UFOs and some kind of fast movers that have been moving around. We got all kinds of footage of this. And, oh, yeah, by the way, we've also had an organization that's been doing crash retrieval, and they've been studying this phenomenon for a really long time. Yeah, so that's disclosure. I mean, this is the same organization that you can find reel after reel, film after film, and people's lives destroyed, people who've actually died, people who've been killed over suggesting that this stuff is real. And now on Page 6 News, while all this other crazy stuff is going on in our environment, oh yeah, by the way, disclosures are like UFOs are real. Yeah, but we have to maintain our top secret clearance. Dude, if you have a top secret clearance, you're not a whistleblower, you're a PR rep. That's like every single, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want a president, a doctor, a lawyer? Do you want a minister of parliament? Do you want foreign leaders? Do you want military leaders? Like, you cannot name a profession where I cannot find someone who can come forward and say, yes, I've seen UFOs, they are real. So we don't really want disclosure. What we want is validation, right? That's what we want. We want to be, see, I told you so. Well, that's never going to happen. It's not. No one's going to validate, for the same reason why they have that Brookings report, the same reason why they want to keep everybody going to their jobs every day. It's going to be really, really hard for people to, adjust to the fact that, oh yeah, hey, by the way, we're getting abducted on the East Coast and people on the West Coast and kind of, getting impregnated, and then the babies are taken out and stuff. Like some pretty twisted stuff that's going on here, which, for the record, is not super friendly, okay? You don't break into somebody's house, impregnate their wife, take the baby, cut up their cow, and take off. Not a neighborly thing to do. And that's exactly what this entire channel is going to be about. If you want scientific validation and research about research and just a rehash of all the same stuff again and again, well, I'm sorry. That's not what we're doing here. What I'm engaged in here is some pretty wild speculation based upon the evidence which has already been presented. I mean, how many times can we talk about the Ruby Creek incident? I mean, yes, it was in the 40s, and yes, it was really recent, and it only happened a couple blocks from here. But come on, guys. There's a lot more going on here. We need to move past this, and we need to move from reaction to action. We need to understand that there are dangerous forces and good forces which exist out there in the world. Not everything is the enemy, that's for sure, but it's only naive to think that the sort of fractal model of reality, which seems to reflect every other part of our world, where, essentially it's big fish eating little fish, we better look after ourselves. We better make sure that humanity is in a position that we can start to deal with this, and we're not sticking our heads in the sand. You look at the Patterson-Gimlin film, the famous Bigfoot footage, okay? That's been studied more than the JFK footage, and yet still they can't debunk it, and we want disclosure. It's irrelevant. The Patterson-Gimlin film, as good as it is, and I personally believe it's real, is irrelevant because we have so many reports of Bigfoot. They go all the way back to as far as we have records, the 14th century. We've got accounts in every major continent. It's everywhere. Same with the UFOs. It's in the Bible. Okay, we got ancient painting masters doing paintings of these things. What is it that you want that will be disclosure? Has it got to be like the news report? Since when do you listen to the news report for anything anyway? I mean, between that, we've got other bigger fish to fry, like why are all the craters on the moon the same depth? What exactly is translunar phenomenon? What exactly is all this stuff? And that's what we need to address. And in order to do that, we need to move past this weird hamster wheel loop they've got us on. Disclosure is irrelevant. We need to move forward with things that make just a little bit more difference in our own lives.